Just a heads up, I've had to take some creative liberties to prevent copyright flags on this video. So you're going to notice that when the rap battle scenes appear, the speed will be increased. And because I have a primitive child brain, I think it's pretty funny. Let's put our mother-hugging hands up and follow me as we find out what happens in 8 Mile. It's Eminem, the only rapper I have any knowledge on. Well, him and I know about Obi Trice and Exhibit. They're both in this movie. And back in my college days, I used to listen to the song played in the intro, which is called Shook Ones. Just me knowing this makes me about 14% street, I reckon. I'm about 14% street and 86% in denial. While Eminem throws up in reaction to my lack of street status, he's trying to improve his own by competing in rap battles. On his first night battling, he tries to psych himself up, and his friends rally round him backstage in support. This friend here is called Future. Hey, isn't there a rapper called Future? Hey, look at that, my street level just went up. The other friends in the circle really aren't worth mentioning, other than this guy called Cheddar Bob.
Yeah! You wanna fuck with us, huh? Fuck with us, yeah? Shut up, what the fuck are you doing, man? Where did you get that shit? It's my mom.
Personally, if I was going to choose his name, I would have gone for a cheese that has more holes in it. And I'm not just talking bullet holes.
Fuck, man, shit.
I'm talking about his brain. His brain is definitely missing some vital chunks.
Hey, Rabbit. I know you ready, Rabbit. Where you go? He earled on his shirt. Let me see. Yo, get the fuck off me, Cheddar.
Why would you want to look at your friend's puke? What's wrong with you? Eminem hits the stage for the first time, but he gets all choked up. He goes home to get over the trauma, only to walk into his mum bumping uglies with a guy he went to school with. The following clash wakes up Eminem's daughter, so he sings her a lullaby to go back to sleep.
You'll never try to judge me, dude. You don't know what the fuck I've been through. But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school.
The next morning, Eminem meets up with his friend called Wink, and he happens to also be friends with Eminem's rival gang, the Free World. So maybe that will come up later in the movie as a point of conflict? Who can say? Wouldn't that be crazy? Wink is trying to be a good friend to Eminem by trying to get him signed with a music producer, but Eminem can't quite decide which route to go. Should he take Wink's route and go to a flashy recording studio with all the latest gear and also in the same building where important music people are? Or should he freestyle rap in a dirty, crowded room filled with gangsters and secondhand smoke? Before M can carry on pursuing his music career, he has to maintain his measly income working as an up-down man.
Up, down.
His boss is giving him a hard time, and also so is Brittany Murphy. Naturally, she becomes his love interest later in the movie, but there is a slight twist which was unexpected. We'll come back to that one later. M and Future are trying to fix M's car and they start rapping over the song Sweet Home Alabama. It's my second favourite scene in the entire movie, but I can't show you it in its pure form because then I'll be copyright claimed and it's a whole ordeal. So the only way I can show you this scene is by distorting the living crap out of it.
Well, my name is Jimmy. His name's Greg Buell. Me, him, and you, we went to the same school. This ain't cool. I'm in a rage. He's tapping my mom. We're almost the same age. On the microphone, I drop bombs.
Look at this car. Thanks a lot, Mom.
I'm gonna stop it there. That was a stupid idea. With the car now fixed, Em and friends drive to a parking lot where they take part in some light-hearted rap duels, when all of a sudden the Free World show up and swing their dicks around.
Listen up now. Leaders of the free world in the motherfucking house.
Man, fuck the free world.
Yeah. Fuck the free world.
Oh, Cheddar Bob, you are my special little guy. The next day, M sees the Free World minding their own business, so he decides to go square up. Luckily for M, however, Cheddar Bob came prepared.
Yeah! You wanna fuck with us, huh? Fuck with us, yeah? Put it away!
Okay, all right.
Fuck!
Quick, run away while you have the chance. Let him bleed out. Oh, you stupid bastard. You saved him, didn't you? Well, let's hope he didn't sustain any more brain damage.
No, MC Bob.
Man, what are you talking about?
Is that a good name?
What's wrong with Cheddar Bob?
I like MC Bob, right?
No, you're just Cheddar Bob. Your voice is like a cheese grater. I can barely tolerate listening to you speak, let alone being an MC. Unfortunately, Bob survives, and this experience seems to mature the friendship with Em. I should really be making more cheese puns, unless you don't like them. Like this video if you don't want more cheese puns. Next day, Em returns to the Up-Down factory, and during his lunch break, he verbally punishes Exhibit.
You worked at this plant so long, you're a faggot. Look at your goddamn boots. For Christ's sakes, they're starting to grow. Boots, you're a faggot.
Brittany Murphy gets all tingly in the presence of this exquisite poetry, so she offers Em a chance to bone her. Imagine how embarrassing this scene would be to watch with your dad. Now imagine you're at the cinema next to your dad, because that happened to me. These 2 minutes of lovemaking felt like 2 hours as I sat there with my eyes glued to the screen, determined not to make eye contact with my dad, knowing all too well that he feels just as awkward as I do. I legit have PTSD from watching this scene again. Not long after this scene, Brittany Murphy decides to move on to Wink's penis. And this betrayal was the twist I wasn't expecting. It gives Em a good reason to turn away from Wink's path of music production. So he returns to his roots of seedy underground battles. But before that happens, Em needs a beating down by the free world for his Wink incident. This way, when he appears on stage later, you see him all battered and bruised. And as an audience member viewing this, you sympathise with him and you want him to succeed even more. It's the night of the final showdown, and Em wins the first rap battle no problem. Due to my necessary edit, this sounds less like a rap battle and more like a scrap between squirrels while high on LSD. Em moves on to the next round, and this one sounds less like a rap battle and more like a village of Smurfs on fire.
Boy, I think you were a little hard on the beaver. Someone take Haskell, Wally, and Miss Cleaver. This guy keeps screaming. He's paranoid. Quick, someone get his ass another steroid. I hear, what did you say?
On to the final round, and this sounds less like a rap battle and more like a tired and not very funny editing gimmick. Alright, you get the friggin' idea. Eminem wins, and he's beloved by a bunch of nobodies. In your hearts, you feel like you'd want this movie to end with Eminem signing his first major contract or whatever, but he simply just returns to his work at the Up-Down factory. So who really knows the fate of this underground rapper? Some say he became the best up-downer of Detroit. But whatever the case may be, I hope he's far, far away from this dumb block of stinking cheddar.
Yeah, fuck Wink. Fuck the free world. We are the shit!
Come on, Bob. Let's go take you to see the rabbits.